these pliers can do the job of several tools.
Yep.
It can even cut housing in a pinch.
Yep.
Any set of pliers can also be used to undo a master link.
Yep.
In fact, the T25 is so common on bikes.
Yep.
Your local trails are loaded with creek crossings.
Yep.
A good bike light is not cheap.
Yep.
To remove your cassette, you need a cassette tool and a chain whip.
Yep.
When you're packing up your bike and gear to take on an airplane.
Yep.
But even during my recovery, I was riding gravel to stay in shape.
Yep.
And to keep things interesting, it was usually on my Diamondback El Oso fat tire bike.
Yep.
I need to burn through a set of brake pads using nothing but baby oil. Hence this year-long test.
Yep.
Foot down is nearly impossible to cheat at.
Yep.
I can recall a couple of tweaked rotors and bent spokes in games past.
Yep.
But nothing you wouldn't expect from a day on some real mountain bike trails.
Yep.
I plan on collecting as many hardtails as I can.
Yep.
Still, it's worth keeping around in case I need a trials bike for a video.
Yep.
This Oracle has sustained absolutely no damage, yet it has taken every bit as much abuse as my other bikes.
Yep.
I plan on taking this out a whole bunch of times this winter as well.
Yep.
You can build a lighter bike for less money out of aluminum. You can build a stiffer bike out of carbon, but it's not going to be as pretty.
Yep.
It's not going to have these sweet welds.
Yep.
These tires have plenty of tread left, but I'm going to replace them because they've been sitting around for a while. We can use them for something else.
Yep.
And I'm not going to use these tires on another bike. These tires are gone. You know, this is not a new bike frame.
Yep.
Whoever buys this, you're not buying a brand new bike.
Yep.
You know, you'll find some imperfections here and there because
Yep.
it was ridden,
Yep.
was crashed.
Yep.
All right, time to torque it down. 40.
Yep.
There are so many different types of mountain bikes.
Yep.
Going off of a jump and the landing doesn't look like it's going to go very well, you start to run out of options on the hardtail.
Yep.
On this channel, you almost always see me riding a hardtail.
Yep.
Said full suspension mountain bikes have made a lot of things possible that weren't before.
Yep.
The types of drops and gap jumps and just things that people are doing on mountain bikes now are bigger and gnarlier than they have ever been in history, and we owe a lot of that to modern full suspension bikes.
Yep.
Now, in addition to being lightweight and having suspension and all that, modern mountain bikes have another feature, which is a dropper seat post.
Yep.
On a modern mountain bike, we have all sorts of goopy fluids.
Yep.
There's grease, there's tire sealant, there's brake oil, fork oil, shock oil, carbon fiber grip. Now, of course, if you get a puncture, then the inner tube has to be replaced or patched. And if you get a pinch flat, the inner tube's gonna go as well. With
Yep.
this tire, you can run way lower tire pressure. And how do I not get pinch flats? The sealant.
Yep.
All right, so here we're pulling up to a trailhead. That is where all trails begin and end.
Yep.
This right here, this is considered a fire road. It's also a place where you can pedal your bike out to trails.
Yep.
So you climb the fire road.
Yep.
If you're riding trails like the ones we just showed, probably gonna have a helmet and knee pads on at the very least.
Yep.
Our way through the boulder pile, the slope started looking a little more like a rock garden.
Yep.
But whatever route you choose through this rock garden, it's gonna be a bumpy one.
Yep.
Our plan is to build a rock garden.
Yep.
And what they kept telling me is that you have to make sure that you put the rocks deep enough.
Yep.
That actually looks pretty pro.
Yep.
So here we are at the rock garden.
Yep.